All my hits broke, feel. You love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, gonna love me true. All my hits broke, feel. For my darling, help you, and I always will. You love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, gonna love me true. All my hits broke, feel. For my darling, help you, and I always will. Love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, gonna love me true. All my hits broke, feel. For my darling, help you, and I always will. Love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, gonna love me true. All my hits broke, feel. For my darling, help you, and I always will. All my hits broke, feel. Esto sucedió una mañana en la que yo también y mi prometió pasa. Esto sucedió una mañana en la que yo también y mi prometió pasa. Love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, don't love me true. All my hits broke, feel. For my darling, help you, and I always will. Love me, don't love me sweet. Never let me go. You have a minute left to wait, and I love you so. Love me, don't love me true.